With that, big breaking news which is coming in. BJP CT Ravi has now reiterated the halal stand, says that sale of halal is economic jihad once again.
Now, on a daily basis, Karnataka is seeing rising instances of religious divide. There are issues coming to the fore every day, and the latest now is, in fact, the Halal versus Jhatka controversy. Joining me right now is senior BJP leader CT Ravi. First of all, sir, हम आपसे यही पूछना चाहेंगे कि आपने इसको इकोनॉमिक जिहाद बुलाया है, जो आज चल रहा है कर्नाटक में, ये हलाल का जो सेल हो रहा है, वो इकोनॉमिक जिहाद क्यों हो रहा है, सर? आप
मेरा मन में कुछ प्रश्न है। पहले प्रश्न, हलाल कौन दिया गया, कब दिया गया, किसके लिए दिया गया, उसके बारे में पता होने के बाद ये क्वालिटी सर्टिफिकेट, हलाल मतलब क्वालिटी सर्टिफिकेट और मजहब के वजह से इम्प्लीमेंट कर रहा हुआ सर्टिफिकेट पता होगा। मैं प्रश्न रखा हूँ पब्लिक के सामने, कब दिया गया, कौन दिया गया, किसके लिए दिया गया, कौन दे रहा है, वो लोग उत्तर दे देंगे तो सब पता होगा। नंबर 1। नंबर 2, हलाल मतलब क्या है, हलाल को मान्यता दिया गया है क्या, दिया है क्या, दिया है तो कब से दिया है, कब दिया है, सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट दिया है और स्टेट गवर्नमेंट दिया है, अथॉरिटी कौन है, सबके सामने रखना चाहता हूं और बाहर आना चाहता हूं। हलाल मतलब क्या है, बाहर आना चाहता हूं। हलाल मतलब मुझे लगता है एक कम्युनल के वजह से ब्रांडिंग किया है, वो ब्रांडिंग करके, कम्युनल के वजह से ब्रांडिंग करके प्रश्न पूछने वालों को कम्युनल ऐसा विरोधी लोग कह रहा है, ये ठीक नहीं है। सेक्युलर मतलब सबको बराबर, मुझे लगता है सबको बराबर, ऐसा नहीं है। हलाल मतलब एक मजहब के वजह से ब्रांडिंग करने का चीज़ को हलाल कहता है, ऐसा मुझे लगता है।
सर, अभी ऑपोजिशन बोल रहा है, आज राहुल गांधी भी जो बैंगलोर में थे, आज ऑपोजिशन बोल रहा है कि ये इकोनॉमिक जिहाद हो ही नहीं सकता, क्योंकि अगर आज हिंदू को ज़्यादा पैसे मिले या मुस्लिम को ज़्यादा पैसे मिले, अल्टीमेटली इकोनॉमी इससे बढ़ रहा है और सेल्स जो हो रहे हैं, बिजनेस जो बढ़ रहा है, उससे इकोनॉमी बढ़ रहा है।
ठीक है, झटका भी स्वागत करना है। झटका कट को किसके लिए विरोध कर रहा है, इकोनॉमी बढ़ेगा, किसके लिए विरोध कर रहा है? हलाल को स्वागत करता है, झटका कट को विरोध करता है। ठीक है, समाज के ऊपर रखना, समाज जो झटका कट स्वीकार करेगा, हलाल कट स्वीकार करेगा, समाज के ऊपर देना चाहिए, समाज स्वीकार करे, क्या करे।
Well, this is going to be one of the big stories that we are tracking for you. Meanwhile, the VHP has stated that we are reaching out to people that anti-India and anti-Hindu halal should be prohibited as well.
पिछले कुछ दिनों में संपूर्ण कर्नाटक में इस्लामिक जिहादियों का वर्चस्व बढ़ता जा रहा है। इस पर रोक लगाने के लिए बजरंग दल के कुछ कार्यकर्ताओं ने वहां पर हलाल के विरुद्ध हल्ला बोला है और लोगों को हम जनचेतना के माध्यम से, जनसंपर्क के माध्यम से बता रहे हैं कि किस प्रकार हलाल न सिर्फ देश विरोधी है बल्कि हिंदू द्रोही भी है। इसलिए हलाल का बहिष्कार करें और झटका के पास आएं, जिससे कि हमारे SC/ST समुदाय का भी भला होगा और देश विरोधी गतिविधियों पर ही अंकुश लगेगा।
So let me go across to Niyamika, who's joining us, as well as Neha. Niyamika, if I can come to you first. It's interesting because the BJP has said what's wrong in seeking a halal ban. We are going to look into the issue. But now it's not just that. It's a law and order crisis that we can see with several instances which are coming in of Gundaism, of vandalism, of assaults which are happening in Karnataka. Why is the BJP allowing this to happen? Why are they still silent?
Well, if we talk about the opposition parties, as we have just spoken to many of the Congress party leaders, they are alleging that the BJP is doing all these things to divert the attention, as they are very much feeling unsafe, as they are believing that they are not going to come back to power in Karnataka in the next year's assembly elections, and that is why they are bringing in all these communal issues, whether it is about the hijab row or this halal row, which is right now going on. And when asked about the Shiv Moga incident in particular, all the Congress party leaders have said that the Home Minister, which is in Bangalore today, must answer these questions, as why all these communal issues are bringing in by the BJP, as this is spreading hatred in the community. Randeep Singh Surjewala, who is the chief spokesperson as well as the general secretary in charge of Congress party, has said to the media that if the Home Minister as well as the Chief Minister are not being able to fulfill their constitutional responsibilities, then they must quit from their positions, as the law and order situation is at the stake, and all these issues which are coming up can create much more problem in the future. And if we talk about Rahul Gandhi in particular, he also mentioned about this issue in his speech. He said that BJP is trying to polarize the state ahead of the assembly elections, and he has given strict instructions.
And that has been one of the biggest charges that the Congress party has been levelling, isn't it, Neha? That BJP is trying to polarize ahead of the polls, that it's going to be a divide and rule policy.
Well, that's right. And, we just heard, of course, both from the Home Minister as well as the party's General Secretary, CT Ravi, on the issue. And both of them, in fact, is going on to say over here that this isn't something that they're raking up now for the elections. But in fact, this has been something that people will have to think about, because this is something that's been long pending. Well, let's tell you specific to the two incidents coming to light from Shivamogga district of Karnataka, where, in fact, in one incident, a trader was attacked. In the other incident, a hotel's customer was also attacked, both over the halal issue. In fact, when we questioned the Home Minister about the hooliganism of the Bajrang Dal workers who've been going from shop to shop, running the campaign, he did admit that, running their campaign and making speeches is one aspect of it. But when things start to get violent, that is when they'll have to look into it. So, of course, it seems like the government over here in the state of Karnataka still seems to be, of course, in denial at this point in time that the law and order situation is deteriorating. In fact, yesterday we also heard from global tycoons like Kiran Majumdar-Shaw as well, who spoke about the religious divide and how it's eventually going to be impacting the economy. And even, of course, as we are talking about this now, the party's General Secretary CT Ravi maintains that, this is nothing but economic jihad.
We'll keep tracking the developments on that front. We'll have to wait and see if they're going to come out and condemn these attacks as well. That has not happened yet. However, with that, a short break. Don't go anywhere.